everyone. Hello. Welcome back. It is DoubleXP Season 2, Episode 11. I like to keep myself reminded of this as much as everyone else. I am one of your many hosts, Kay. This is...
Punisher. Hi, guys. Just another week. Welcome back. We also have with us down here.
I am Tyler, and
over there.
Wait,
it's supposed to be over there. Okay, now.
Oh my God, Jeremy's over there.
No,
here I am. I'm the laughing hand, or some people call it Jeremy.
Some people.
Germ. We call you Germ.
Only my mother.
Yeah, only. Well, that's just so direct, isn't it? Hello. Speaking of mothers.
Good mothers. Yeah,
Hi.
Mothers
As always, we are here to talk about video games and fantastic stuff involving the things that we love in some capacity or other. Most people, I feel, especially during the Rona stuff, have learned to just really want to play games and love games and realize what everyone was talking about for all those years. See, Ma, not you, Mom, hypothetical Ma. You were actually pretty good about letting us play our games, actually. But hypothetical Ma, see now?
Look,
gaming with both hands. Okay, I feel bad. Anybody who might have a disability, it doesn't matter if you game with one hand or no hands. Now I feel bad. I'm exclusive now.
That's why Microsoft made that controller.
Right? Actually, they
cool.
themselves are they're very not pioneering. That's the bad word. They do a lot in that particular area, more so than a lot of other people do. But
they have more accessibility, maybe.
You don't see Sony doing anything like that.
Yeah,
Sony, you don't see Sony being cool at all.
Sony, wow.
They need to step up their game.
All
right. Okay.
Who gave her this power?
All right. As always, if you have not already, please follow our Facebook group for all kinds of awesome stuff that's shared throughout the week. We've got screenshot of the week that we just started up. We've got different news and memes and polls and interactive posts and different things. We had all kinds of interactive stuff this week, actually, because if it wasn't for just the official one, what was the official one? The battle station, right?
Mm.
That was the one that you did. Yeah. That was Tyler's. Yeah. And then we also had the what was the favorite console startup sound, which what did you guys put for that one? I said GameCube or the original Xbox.
I don't know if I answered that one or not, and shame on me.
That was Kaylee's rude. So.
Yeah, Kaylee, I'm so sorry. However, I'm going to cast my vote right now. Either the original PlayStation.
That was a very popular one.
Or the 360. I really like the 360.
That was also a popular one, but I think PS1 won by quite a bit.
So
yeah, I wouldn't know PS1, but I'm gonna go with GameCube because I love that. And then you make the squeak, and then you can hold the buttons down and make it squeak. Like, yeah,
I didn't know that. That's
pretty
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
So I did this thing where I was like, I don't know which one do I like the best, and I searched a YouTube video, and I found like a 26-long video that had the startup of every console ever.
Did you listen to all 26 minutes of it?
I listened to all 26 minutes and I forgot what I was doing.
This is what I live with, people.
Now,
this is why I get a
GameCube
headache.
actually had 3
He
different
really
startups
does.
out.
Well,
that was interesting.
I did not know that. No,
Yeah.
the one I only ever heard was the one. Now I got to go.
But I got to say, my favorite, obviously I love the GameCube, but the favorite, this of the original Xbox.
Right?
That's a good one.
Such a good one. Playing Morrowind and it's starting that on. And
I changed my vote. I forgot all about that original Xbox.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it makes me happy to hear that because it makes me think about many a year ago.
Sweet memories.
Sweet youth.
Mm-hmm.
The innocence. Let's see. There was something else that was on there. The favorite video game songs. Patrick asked that one, and I had started with the Black Betty on Rayman.
That's a good one.
That is so much. That's one of the best game levels ever. It's so much fun. But in all seriousness, what did I put down there? Oh, Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls, just like background songs, are just banging.
They are.
That's
what I picked. I picked Song of the Dragonborn from Morrowind specifically.
I wish Ubisoft would make a Rayman game that is just those rhythm levels. Those are so fun and
Right?
satisfying. Those are
They
so
really
fun.
are. I've been wanting to go back and play that game again, actually. I don't know.
I have it digitally, so you should be able to game share with me, and there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
I didn't actually pick a favorite song, but I did briefly rant about the importance of music in video games. So, for what that matters.
You gotta say, always, when it comes to music, Halo.
Halo's
theme song. It's just, it's
pretty symbolic.
It hits different.
It does. I added like the whole album playlist thing of all their different songs by that one guy or two guys, whoever it is. I forget their names because I ended up deleting a lot of it because it after a point they do start to sound the same, and there's nothing quite as good as sitting on the home screen and hearing that wind up because you're about to get into an awesome gaming sesh. And I guess driving down the road thinking about bygone years is maybe not the best time for me to be listening to all of the Halo music. So I did end up deleting most of that back off, but it is awesome hype music, man. That just
if you're out for a drive, there's nothing better than putting the track for the last mission on Halo 3 when you've got to run through the dying ring and jump into the frigate.
That's a pretty.
If you're playing that, it's man, you might break the speed limit. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what a really good driving album is, and I say this all the time, is Daft Punk's album for Tron Legacy.
Yes,
that has some grooving driving music, man. I
was listening to that album before I really cared about music. You know, that's such a great album.
It's a good album. It really is.
Yeah. I know.
Hello, Will.
What's up, Will?
Stopping by. But yes, okay. And that was everyone, right? Yeah, okay. And then, Pun, you asked about the Star Wars question. Who shot first? And you had some follow-up with that.
Well, I did. Okay, so I didn't actually realize how far this rabbit hole was going to take me. I just thought it was a cool question, and then somebody had said something about the 1977 version was actually different. I was like, okay, I might have been a little young. I needed to go and research this. So, yeah, what I unearthed was actually pretty cool. In the original 1977 version, Han did shoot first. But in the 1997 special edition version, Greedo shot first, making Han shot a self-defense, as it were, which was actually George Lucas's choice. He wanted Han to be the hero, not come off as a cold-blooded killer. And apparently in the 2004 DVD release, they both shot at nearly the same time. So it's just kind of been changing.
No.
So I kind of got schooled with that question, and I liked it because I was like, so wait, I'm not crazy? Like, this fight's been going on, it's because it actually was changed. Okay, yeah. I just thought that was cool, though.
I didn't realize
that they did with changing in Star Wars, and it upsets me to this day.
A little questionable.
Is that they what was it? What was the one with the Ewoks? I can't remember episodes.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah. At the end when they're celebrating everything, and then Vader shows up. In the originals, it's the original actor, but
it's when
they re-released it, it's Hayden Christensen, and
which makes more sense. I like that version better. Can I tell you why? I'm gonna tell you why. Is because the Hayden Christensen version was like it was him when he actually went to the dark side. The other guy from the previous, I know Hayden Christensen probably wasn't even born then, but it was him kind of middle-aged and with everybody else, which I guess is what he was when he. But it made more sense to me. I had no issue with it.
So timeline, it wasn't necessarily like messing with it because it could have been. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
I still wish they had kept the original because he was redeemed at that point.
That's true. I've heard that same argument. Sideways. I didn't mind it either way, though. I mean, I like Hayden. Call me nostalgic, but I like Hayden. I miss Hayden.
You don't hate him?
I don't. I miss him quite a bit, actually. His cringe is just
do you like the sand?
I don't. Gets everywhere. Against it.
Why has this just blown up so much recently? Like everyone was fine, and then within the last 3 days, I have seen so much Hayden on that sand. Listen,
it's because he's coming back to do another Star Wars show.
I
is why?
So.
Is he?
Yes,
for Ahsoka, right?
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly. And I gotta say, like, I loved what they did with Star Wars. Y'all maybe might hate me, but I have no problem with how they finished it. I have no problem with the movies. I have no problem with the prequels, the sequels, the mids. It doesn't matter. I am a fan of Star Wars, and everything made enough sense to me that I was like, okay, I'm cool with it.
Someone shared a meme in the group, and I think it was Mike, where it was like a Pirates of the Caribbean backdrop. It was like when they were like fighting all together, and it's like people like the prequels, people like the sequels.
I think that might have been me.
Or something like that. It may have been you.
Because I think I remember posting that, but I can double check real quick. Anyway, go ahead.
But it's like it's just I can't explain it. If you could find it, if you could share it, that'd be cool. I'm bad at explaining things like that.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to come in.
I'm gonna need you.
Saturday.
Yeah. Go away.
That'd be great.
No, it's not great. Go away.
So on the flip side, I like Star Trek, specifically Next Generation. And one of the reasons why I like Star Trek is because Jerry Bruckheimer doesn't care.
About canon. And
he doesn't. He just doesn't. Yeah, not about canon. He apparently doesn't care in general.
Well, I want you to know that I don't even know.
Did I get the wrong name?
I was about to say, isn't Gene Roddenberry did that? I thought he did Next Generation.
No, did he? Is it him? Whatever that guy's. Jerry Bruckheimer is the guy on not Star Wars. CSI,
he did CSI. Yeah, yes. But I can see where they're very close. It's Gene Roddenberry for Star Trek. I see it, Jeremy. Yeah, I did. I posted it on my regular Facebook. I'll have to share it to DoubleXP. But yes, it is a good one.
I didn't just do that. He did all of them. Like, he's the guy who did all of the Star Treks, which was part of the fun part about it was this different. Well, I mean, he didn't, I guess, sit there and write all of them. But whenever things would change and he would change things and other writers were like, hey, what are you doing? That doesn't make any sense. He's like, I don't care. Do it anyway. It sounds cool now. I appreciate that.
Honestly, I love that. I think many more IPs out there would have a lot more interesting things going on if more creators felt that way.
In general, though, he was apparently kind of an ass to work for in some situations because of stuff like that, though. So it just in general doesn't care vibe, but it worked out for that. But yes, all right. Sorry, we got really. Well, good news, everyone. We didn't have new releases today. That's something that we were kind of figuring this was going to take a little bit longer anyway. But is there a game that's coming out this next week anybody's particularly excited about?
This next week.
I had not read that, just heard about that. Why can't I talk? I've not heard about that. That is actually pretty cool.
That is interesting, actually. Yeah.
I guess.
Inspiration of the finest quality.
Nice.
Okay, I can't think of any games that I've got coming out. I'm gonna try. I don't know. We're gonna see how this works. We're gonna maybe modify the new releases a little. Might be a separate occasional.
I tell you a game that I wish was releasing.
What?
A new Prince of Persia game.
Wow, there's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Never played those games. I remember seeing them, but I thought, that looks okay. Looks cool. I could see having fun with it. But
there's one Prince of Persia that's like stuck in indefinite production.
Gotta love it. I actually had the I guess the original trilogy on PS2 at one point, but I guess I sold them. I don't have them anymore, and I really regret that now. I'm gonna stop selling games because I think about it and I'm like, oh, I should have sold that. I regret it every time.
He sells games all the time. I swear he does. He's just like, I'll never worry about these games, but he still has infinite games, so you can't really tell.
That's how I felt about like Guitar Hero 3. I wished I hadn't gotten rid of it now, even though I didn't have a controller for it anymore. I still had a controller for it, but hey, see, I would have kept it today, myself now, but years ago I was like,
you could put it on a cool display like I did with my controllers, and then maybe one day you can post it to a social media account, and Xbox's social media team will say, hey, that's a cool idea. That gives us some ideas that we'll probably never do. Crack on their own fact that they so rarely come out with shit like that.
Well,
but yes, so you should
I
think
could've.
about displays, people. This was on the is it
Reddit,
North Star
Instagram, sorry.
713, right? Is
North
that
Star
the
713 on Reddit.
yes,
Yep.
like the
Reddit.
gamer tag. There's like 2 North Stars. One of them's the gamer tag when the regular North Star is taken. But yes, that's on Reddit, and that was exciting. I didn't take the picture. It was my stuff, but Tyler took the picture. Give him the credit for all that wonderful stuff that he does for us.
Xbox replied to her stuff. They reacted to. Right there she is.
Okay. So on that note, so I'll start bragging and toot my own horn. You know, I was trying to think of some funny way to do it, but I'll be honest, my brain has been everywhere but here today. And I was like, I think I had to remind myself that we had DoubleXP at least like 4 times today. Normally I only have to do it like once or twice max. But yeah, no, I don't know. So I'm sorry if today I just go, it's just been one of those days. I'm tired. I cleaned for 2 hours yesterday. I did something productive. So today
I came home after a long day yesterday and the house was spotless. She did a great job.
It wasn't spotless. There was already cat hair on everything, but there was
for 3 hours it was spotless.
When you have cats, cat hair everywhere is spotless.
Yeah,
it is. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get our news. Okay, so I think everyone pretty much has some things they're going to cover. The ones that I had a few articles here, but I did want to quickly note that it's not. I didn't like write down a whole lot of details about it, but for anyone who was interested in the whole, like the new expansion on Switch and everything, apparently it's going horribly. So if you were wanting to do it, you might wait a little bit because it's just. There's been a lot of sound glitches, which are hilarious. And there's been like some weird like input things. The button assignments don't necessarily work. One of the games said that you had to put like a memory stick into the Nintendo controller. And it wouldn't let them go any farther because of that. What? So, they're having some issues that I guess weren't really thought about thoroughly. Or I don't know, they didn't test it with a big enough group of people. I don't know. But yes, so if there's, you might hold off a little bit to upgrade, but they're working on it. But okay, so in news, I thought this was actually kind of fun. This isn't news, but that the guy in the Dune movie, funnily enough, what is it? Timothée Chalamet. It's not Timothy. He said it is. It can be Timothy, but he pronounces it Timothy. I had to look. I looked it up on YouTube. I said, "How the hell do you say this guy's name?" I hear people fumble over it.
Like really whenever I've read it, whenever I've seen the advertisement, I've just been, and then the actor plays.
That Dune guy. All right,
the main
Benadryl Cabbage Patch. Every time I see his name, it's
the
Zendaya
Fall, right, or whatever.
I forget. Yeah, I think so. I can't. It has been so long since I watched the old one. Like I was very young, and I don't really remember a whole lot about the story. But I think that was his name. I don't like to spoil myself with a lot of trailers for things. I like to experience it. So if I don't know anybody's names, I should. That's why. But okay, so I'm not gonna say it's how he got started. It's not how he got famous. However, before he got famous and doing all this stuff, he used to be an Xbox YouTuber, buddy. He did custom 360 controller paint jobs. He was Modded Controller 360 was his name. He only made like 3 videos, and it was 11 years ago. We are so old.
Be still my heart. God. That's cute as shit.
It's so cute.
My goodness.
I mean, us little nerds could make the big time. That's something.
Right. And he actually disclosed this in an interview where they were promoting, him and Zendaya were promoting their new Fortnite skins from the movie. Right. So more game stuff there. He's surrounded by his passions, but you don't see his face. Apparently, I didn't watch the videos, but you like. It's it's him. It's a thing that it's him. Whatever. I don't know. All right. So also this one is people are just so dumb and rude sometimes. Okay, so we know that Activision Blizzard has been having this lawsuit with gender discrimination and issues, right? That's been a thing.
We do.
Okay, so a group of their ex-developers has come together to start a new studio called Notorious, and they didn't hire any women. That's right. There is 9 guys working there and not a single woman, except for their chief morale officer, who's a dog. The dog has a job first, and I can't help but feel that that's how they think about their women, seeing as how she's the only girl that's in the office.
Okay, so that is
So hold on.
That's terrible, of course, but could they have maybe picked a better name, all things considered?
It's a better name.
Wow.
I want you to realize though how deep it is that the dog
Is
the female.
Is the
Because
female,
it's
right?
a literal bitch.
Yeah.
Right. There's so many layers to it, and then that's the chief morale officer. Like that's the one hyping them on, right? Okay. Okay. I see. And it's worth noting that one of the co-founders, Kaleki, I think is how you say his name. The site that I got this article from, Kotaku, they reached out to him and he did not respond. So
Really?
Didn't
respond.
Yeah.
They are just digging that grave all
Yeah.
by themselves. I'll tell you what.
In a previous interview, he had said something about the way that they were going to fight gender inequality was like start having like a level platform, no superiors and stuff, because that's where all the issues come from. But now he said, don't worry about it. Just don't hire them.
Hey, listen, you can't be sexist to women in the workplace if there
they're
are no
not
women
there.
in the workplace.
Right? Exactly. So, hey.
Wow.
Whatever, but that I couldn't help but laugh a little bit when I read that because they were mostly World of Warcraft people. I don't know if that's saying anything specifically about WoW because I'm not going to call WoW out like that, but at the same time, their developers seem to be kind of shitty.
Wow.
Not calling.
I'm just wow by the whole thing. Like I don't even know what to say. I'm pretty speechless. That is such.
Okay, so this
I
is kind of fun. Oh, I'll say it for you. All right, this is kind of fun. We have reached a whole nother level for game immersion. Game inversion.
Bye-bye.
I thought you were about to say, really? Is there something else I have to get used to now?
Right. Immersion. Okay, so Ubisoft has included this little function where the Far Cry 6's antagonist, Anton Castillo, right? I think is how you say. Yeah. All right. I haven't played Far Cry 6, obviously. Surprise. I can't say his freaking name. All right. Well, he starts sending you emails to your actual email account. If you take too long to beat the game or whatever, he'll send you shitty messages like, hey, what are you doing, you loser? You're just letting me have the island. Cool. I'll take it.
That's so cool.
But he also apparently sends emails when you're doing good stuff too. Like they'll update you with like how many kills you've gotten total and like how many checkpoints you've gotten, all that stuff like that. But yes, so I don't know. What do you guys actually think about that? Because I'm not super comfortable with it being that involved in like my stuff but it would be a gaming email that you would use, right? Because it's your Ubisoft account email and all that stuff. So whatever.
Well, I like the idea. Like
it's cute. It's fun.
With the Ubisoft, they've sent emails out to like with Rainbow Six Siege. Every month you'll get a report of like all your stats.
Right.
Send to your email and tell everything.
I guess this is the one where it's like a story, right?
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be like he's actually reaching out to you. Like that's cute. That's fun. I don't know. I think they might just be showing up to different people. Whatever email you signed in. I didn't actually.
Ubisoft account.
Yeah. Whichever email you used for that account. I didn't look into how to do it since I didn't. I just assumed.
Uconnect. You have to. It's probably through the Uconnect, which is the Ubisoft.
Yes,
thing
that
where
one.
You can like use credits.
I forget that they have the Uconnect thing. Every time I get on there, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is a thing," and I'll have credits, and it's you can spend that stuff on a lot of the different games. Like I remember getting on Watch Dogs and being like, "Oh yeah, this is a thing," and then they got all their little wallpapers and all that stuff like that. I don't know. It's fun.
I absolutely love that. Like honestly, that reminds me of something old Kojima would do
He's
with Metal
ignoring
Gear.
you.
He
You're making adequate progress. You're neither doing great nor awful. He's like, you know what?
He's like,
She's really
it's on
good."
schedule.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
about right.
But no, I love stuff like that in games.
Wait,
I really
wait.
Yeah, you
What?
didn't. I've been waiting for that to come back around. Yeah, it's
He killed his wife and her friend that he thought she was cheating on him with. Skyrim.
wait. No, I think
What's
I
the
watched.
Skyrim in real life?
I think
have you seen? Have you not seen those?
I
Is
think
that
I
the
showed
one
you-
that does the little like jerky movements and stuff?
I think so. I think yeah. I
Like the
showed you a
darker
couple of
haired
those.
guy.
Uh-huh.
That guy?
So
Like real life killed it. Really?
That's fucked. What? Okay.
this does not mean that video games make people violent. I don't
No,
want that to
that's
start.
Not fair. That's not fair. That's just
No.
that is not fair at all. But that's just that
It's
stunned us all into
shock.
silence. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have watched, I think, every one of those and been like, oh, this is actually kind of cool.
I wonder how fast his follower count went down. Like, how quickly did everyone get on there and like unsubscribe to that account?
Wow, man. Okay. Well.
Oh, that's intense. Wow. Well, you know what? You know, sorry, condolences to the family of his wife and the friend and everything and all that.
Definitely.
So that's really shitty, but that's not something you hear every day.
No,
All right.
that is not. Well,
Here's where you catch great news about video games, people. Make sure you
Mhm.
follow DoubleXP.
On that note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What was the last thing I had? Oh, okay. So just a reminder, 343 Industries did just bring up again that they are shutting down the 360 servers. It's going to happen in January. And this is for Halo's Spartan Assault Wars, Combat Evolved Anniversary, Reach, ODST, and 3. Okay, so all of them, pretty much up to 4. And they're just...
right hand, other hand. Whoops.
yeah, they are...
Guys, we've lived to see this come and go. And now...
Well, and they're wanting to do resources, not just to Infinite, but they are wanting to keep the Master Chief Collection going, which so we'll still have access to things. But yeah, the 360 version, the one that we all grew to love. Yeah.
It's really sad, man.
Going offline forever. They've already shut down the websites and everything.
Oh, man.
That's
What am I hearing?
hard.
What's my
I hear scratching.
It's Miko scratching, sniffing that beanbag chair. I can't handle this dog.
I don't know what his problem is with that. It doesn't make any sense at all. He didn't always do that either. He just started it at random.
Yeah,
That's my favorite doggy nephew.
Yep. All right. Okay, that's all that I have. So
All
you
right.
guys, let's hear
All
your
right.
news.
I had a quick one. So back in August, if you'll recall, I did a piece about the fellow from Canada, Corey Bredden, who wanted to beat the Guinness World Record for longest time played in Call of Duty Warzone at 138 hours straight. Okay, it's a pretty tall order. So he unofficially got it at 145 hours. Guinness, though, takes about 12 to 15 weeks to analyze the footage after receiving it, which has apparently been a bit of an issue due to Guinness not currently accepting physical submissions due to the pandemic. So Bredden is instead working with Guinness and trying to send up to 2 terabytes worth of content in, or perhaps having them watch the Twitch for verification. Either way it goes, he's trying to get. And a couple things were kind of fun. Apparently, after his 45 hours, he took an 18-hour sleep. I'm not surprised. And he said he's definitely going to be not playing Call of Duty for quite some time to come.
That I don't blame him at all.
Totally
Did you?
fair.
I feel like we asked
Totally
about
fair.
the bathroom situation when this was brought up before. Was that clarified?
Oh
Did
no,
take
like he had
bathroom breaks? Right.
yeah, I remember mentioning, yes, he did have, I think they offer like, oh, I
But you
can't
have to
remember. I
do
want to say it was like
something.
10 minutes. Yeah, you get bathroom
Yeah.
breaks, and he was allotted sometimes to take naps. Like that
Okay,
didn't count
that's
against
fair.
him.
Yeah, because they're gonna kill people.
Yeah, really.
Everyone
Yeah,
died
kind of.
I
Guinness record.
Wish the best of luck to him. That is a hell of a feat. Mad respect, mad props. He'll probably never see this, but if you do, sir, congratulations. I hope
Right?
we see you in the Guinness World Records.
I don't think I could ever play a game like that for that long. That's amazing.
Mhm.
If I
Cheering you on from America.
if I push myself, current day, I can do about 3 hours, and then I'm like, you know.
I
So
gotta stretch,
yeah,
gotta get something to eat, play some.
I would be a
Right.
nightmare because of how much I have to use the bathroom. It would be, I'd have to
Give
go
you a
10 times
diaper.
every hour. Yeah,
No,
no,
just a
just put a
diaper.
bucket
No.
under the,
Yeah, that works.
yeah,
too.
a bucket with a hole in it under the chair.
You could have a onesie with the butt flap and just leave it unflapped. And that way, if you ever had to stand up, it would just, if you forgot about it, it didn't matter. It would just slap on down, cover everything that needed to be.
that is
Make it a
efficient.
unicorn onesie and we're on.
That's efficient.
Oh, what if you include like a sponge or something in there? It could, just kind of take care of things while you're walking around, like a scrubbing motion.
Yeah. Someone's going to design
No.
someone's going to design an
No.
apparatus.
Conveyor belt.
No. Conveyor.
Someone is designing
It's
this
like
as we
attached
speak.
to your feet with wires, so as you walk, it spins the bell, like the musicians and the little bands.
Listen,
How does it, if it's on a conveyor belt, it's going around and around, though, how does it get clean on its way back to wipe? Otherwise, it just defeats the purpose.
You know what? There's like
It's like
logistics.
cassette
We'll
tape,
figure it out. We'll figure
It's
it
got a
Wait, what
it's
if,
got an empty side
no,
and full
like,
side. And once it's done, you got to change out the shit.
Canva to start it. Oh,
yes, well, I was thinking, actually, you could set up as a pulley system, but also, like, in your chair. That way, if you're doing this, like, with your feet, getting all mad at a game or something, while you're doing that, after you go to the bathroom, it just does like this, and then, like, has a separate cleaning.
And do this with your feet when you get mad at a game. That's your reaction. These stupid game.
If they're cold, yes. If I'm mad, it's better than throwing a controller. I mean, yeah.
Fair. I just say a lot of profanity.
I cuss a lot.
Back
Oh
to
man,
the
I do that too.
Skyrim
But
in real life. I did look it
Oh,
up.
just to bring it back around. Okay.
Yeah, he had 940,000 followers. So almost at 1 million, and just threw it all away. It's crazy.
That is insane. I feel like at that point, followers were clearly not really mattering to him. And either way, that just goes to show why getting followers on things should matter. Do stuff that makes it worth it. His videos were actually kind of funny, so I'll give him some credit there. Like it was some content. It wasn't just like pictures, but still, I don't know. It's just you never know. He had stuff going on. Maybe if you talk to somebody, it would help.
Maybe.
Therapy, guys, it works. If you think you need to go.
Go.
Don't let people talk you out of it.
it's not shameful. It's not weak.
He also had a 5-year-old daughter with her.
Oh my God! What?
That's unfortunate. What a downer.
I'm an actual therapist. Please try medication and therapy. It really works. Please
Don't murder family members.
don't do that.
Oh God, that's bad.
Which
All right.
the 5-year-old, I do want to say, the 5-year-old's fine.
Well, I know, but like
yeah.
now the 5-year-old is motherless, and yeah. All right. So, what was your bit of news that you wanted to cover? Well, you know what? Actually, you wanted to do some like top 5 things, right, for PC stuff.
Oh well, I've got.
Because we can do that. Because we kind of need to take a commercial break. So if that would work with mouse and
do a break
keyboard,
and then we can.
that would work. Yes.
Let me
you
run
have trivia.
Yeah, let me run this trivia real quick. Oh hell, I lost it. No, I didn't. Hold on. I gotta find my notes. I've started taking notes. I'm so proud of myself. Okay.
Lost something.
I lost my mind a long time ago. This is different. All right. Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
Oh, did I ask this question? No, it was a consumer make. I think it was make the most chocolate. I was about to say, wait, I know the answer, but I don't.
I haven't asked this one, have I? I wrote it down, but I can't remember if I asked it. Okay.
I asked this question like one of my early trivias, but it wasn't this one. I think it was who makes the most chocolate, not who eats the most. Okay.
So who consumes the most chocolate per capita? Is it A, Germany, B, the US, C, Switzerland, or D, Belgium?
It's actually going to be kind of a tough one. All right.
They all have chocolate.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we will find out the answer to that trivia question and get back into these wonderful discussions that we've been having right here on DoubleXP Podcast Pinfall Stream. So stick around. We will be right back.
Only two men taking a chance.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. Those three shows were Drop the Mic, Pinball Podcast, and the Sports Report After Dark. Check the bottom of the screens for all of our lovely show times. And yes, before we do go into that mouse and keyboard and the trivia, I almost forgot. I'm reminding everyone so we're all accountable. We have to talk about spooky games. Audience, if we start to forget, smack us virtually and then yell at us. Okay?
Please. In that order.
So please do finish trivia, but I had to get that out. I was like,
no, you need to because somebody's got to. One of us has to remember. Okay.
I mean, one's almost over.
Which country consumes the most chocolate? The most chocolate per capita. Damn. Is it A, Germany, B, the US, C, Switzerland, or D, Belgium?
Belgium.
I want to say the US. I want to say the US or Switzerland.
I don't think it's the US because US always gets shit on.
I know, but we just have. There's a lot of people here that buy a lot of stuff because there's a lot of. I don't know. Okay, I wanted to say. No, because they buy into a lot of the holidays and buy a lot of stuff because of capitalism. I could say some. We are live, mister. Do not. I'm going to say Switzerland. I'll change my answer because of Jeremy.
Jeremy, please. The answer is Switzerland.
Oh, thank you, Jeremy.
See, I helped you get it right.
Dang it.
You did. You redeemed yourself very quickly.
Oh my God. But yeah, I feel like didn't they also make the most chocolate? So that kind of makes sense. I want to say they might have been the answer for making the most. Well, I don't know. Either way, okay, it doesn't matter because you know what matters? Spooky horror games.
Yes.
Those also they go together generally, right? You get chocolate around the spooky seasons. Okay, all right. The moment that some of you have been waiting for is our main event for this evening. Is what is everybody's just favorite horror games, particularly the spookier the better. I hate horror games. I hate playing horror games. They're fun to watch other people play sometimes, I guess. But I did look up the top 10 horror games to play this year according to Game Informer, just to, in case anybody is interested. But let's start off. Do you boys particularly like the horror games? I know, Tyler, you've played a few.
I have played a few, but I've not played a ton. However, the ones that I have played, I have really enjoyed. Resident Evil 4, I did that as a retro roundup. I think it was a retro roundup rather than a Nook. Okay, yeah. Did that a couple weeks ago. That is one of the best games of all time, Resident Evil 4. Like, hands down, love that game. That's a good one. The Dead Space series, also very good. Also similar to Resident Evil 4.
There's a vibe. Yeah, I can see that.
The Evil Within 1 is super good. I haven't played 2.
I will say once you get used to the Evil Within a little bit, I know there's spookier parts, but I like the action they give you. It's good mechanics.
It is.
Except for when you keep blowing yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Which can happen. Okay, not necessarily a horror game, but a Halloween game, hands down, is Medieval on the PS1. It's you play as like the little skull zombie knight. It's very cartoonish. It looks like a Tim Burton movie. It's so cute. I've
seen the text, like the logo for it. Yeah,
it's for the PS1, and it got a remake that was so on PSP, but it got another remake on PS4, which is apparently pretty good. I have it in the living room. Haven't played it yet. That's a great one. If you like Halloween, you like video games, play Medieval.
All right. Nice. Resident Evil 4 is what made me realize I didn't like playing horror games.
Amen.
I will forever have that scarred on me, and also how to get out of it because I finally looked it up. Where you got to go through the church and like go up that wooden beam after you're in the village in the beginning, and you're like running from all the people. I never
that's
got
how
away
you get out.
Yeah, I never figured it out because I was freaking out running from all the people. And I lapped that village so many times, and I was looking at every nook and cranny except for the one that mattered. And I finally I decided I never wanted to play these again. It stresses me out too much.
Hey, bring up Avery's comment. We are super silly.
Oh, I'm not even. Oh, yes.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight is solid.
I'm sorry. I'm not on the comments yet.
I'm
slow.
You're
solid.
I tried to get into it. I promise I did. It's just not. I just don't do the horror. I will say my favorite scary game that I played still to this day because I refuse to play anymore will be Castlevania 64. That one made me realize
it's pretty
it made me start like I was like, well, maybe I could do a horror game after this. I survived this one, right? And then like I said, I got to Resident Evil 4 and I was like, hell no. Nope.
It's pretty steep descent after that. Silver Chains. I've never heard of Silver Chains.
I have never heard of that either, actually.
When Mama shows up. Oh, that's spooky sounding.
So I wanted to let you guys know that you're all wrong. It's actually Fear.
Oh man, I never beat Fear, but I did play it. I've heard it's super good.
I've not played it.
It's so good, and someone in the comments will say it's not a horror game, even though it most definitely.
You're not talking about your brother, are you?
Well, I don't think so. What? Why would I say that?
I really don't think so.
I don't know.
But it's so good, so fun. I was an angsty little bastard teenager. Just turn the lights off in my room at night, and then I'd just play it to just try and shoot myself.
Love it. Love it.
But I will say,
the smell.
Live, laugh, shit.
I will say,
Chit Chat Shard
Outlast.
Nicole's sign. We got to get her to make those so we can sell it
do.
DoubleXP. And
We do.
This will be one of our first merchandise. We'll have the green coloring.
There is a scary game that I would not finish. Outlast.
Did you not finish it out of fear or disinterest?
Okay, so there was this part where you have to walk in front of them, in between, there's three of them sitting on a couch, staring at a fuzzy TV, and in order to progress, you have to walk in front of them. And my anxiety was not ready.
I'm not even really familiar with the gameplay to even know what you're talking about.
You
but
can't fight.
See, those are the games that I can kind
of
of play a little bit better. If I don't have to, if there's no mechanic to defend myself, it's a little bit easier for me because I can't do the mechanic. My hands are jerky when I'm scared and I never can shoot anything. But if I'm Layers of Fear, that's a really good one. That's a game that a couple people I heard say they didn't want to play because it was spooky and jump scared them a lot. And yeah, you can't defend yourself. And it's weird. It's got a messed up story too. That's why, what is it with me? I'm a horrible person. It's about him killing his wife or his kid or whatever, depending on the different endings. There's a ton of different endings. Yeah, that's my favorite horror movie.
That's the best.
Was he a TikToker?
Oh, too soon, Jeremy. Too soon.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
right.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just gonna throw in. This is random. I know it's not even a horror game. It's just an adventure game. But Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I'm ashamed.
That had some spooky time.
It
moments.
did.
That could pass. That could pass.
But
actually.
I'm ashamed of myself because I wanted to beat that game so bad. If it hadn't been for the boss that looked like a wicker-made hellhound, okay? I can't do that. And I would have been able to do it if it wasn't in the dark. Okay?
Yeah,
They shut the lights off on you.
That was a spooky fight. But I mean, that is one of the few games that I have beat recently.
I tried, but I kept freezing.
And it is spooky, but I just I knew that the game wasn't supposed to only be about that. So I was like, okay, it's got to be in short bursts, right? So if I can make it to the other side of this, I'll be fine. And I was, when you had to run down between the spots of light, down the hallway.
Oh, yeah, that was.
I would stop at each circle of light and I'd say, okay, all right.
I'm not turning around. I'm not turning around. I'm not turning around.
Real loud. As soon as you step in the shadow, it starts getting closer, and you gotta run. You have to sprint between the lights.
I'm getting goosebumps just remembering it. I can't because I knew it was a dog-like critter. I don't know what it is about those things. It freaks me out so bad, but I knew what it was because they're growling and stuff, and I was like, oh, and then I see it, and I'm like, I can't do this. I need help.
Another one that's not really a horror game but is spooky is the Metro games, and I've been
tried them.
playing 3. It's got some spooky vibes to it, man. The little shadow beings that you just kind of see around the shadow beings are spooky, dude. I don't care where you're at or what you're doing. There's just a black thing sitting in the corner, and it's you're kind of hard to see, and you're just looking around. You're just oh yeah, everything's fine. Wait a second, you got to double take it. You just see an outline of a person, and you're all of a sudden you're passed out on the floor, and your britches are soiled. And
done in the game, in real life.
In real life, if I ever bump into an actual shadow being, there's so many things that will be the end of me, and they usually involve me shitting my pants. That's the way I'm gonna go. I feel it's just something's gonna make it happen, and I just
Kay, what's the game you said really spooked you? You're on a mountain and you can't see
Kolat, the one that was based off of the the Russian the thing that the students that went missing in the tent in that range. Yeah, it's like that mountain range. And yeah, the monsters, you can't really see them, but you can see like their footprints. What's really awful about that game is that even when you die and like you go back and like you've reset, their walking patterns, they don't really have a pattern. Whatever you led them to, they're still doing that. So like you can't you can't plan a route to get where you need to, per se, because they're always in a different spot. That one was rough. I did not get very far in that game at all.
The interesting thing about that is they actually think they have a definitive answer of what happened.
You know, I have seen a kind of recent video about that. Is it the weather one, like the wind one?
Something with the weather. It was, I think not Game. Some informer or something. They had like a video of it.
Oh yeah, wasn't it video games? Yeah, wait, I remember that. They said that video games help them solve. And not because of that game, but because of somebody who I guess was like, oh, I wonder if we did this. And they like simulated something or other. And yes, I remember that. I wonder why they didn't make that a bigger deal. Maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Infographics, I think, is.
Video games are not supposed to be good, I guess.
That's another good spooky game, right? What we did say Dead by Daylight. That is a good spooky game that we play. You know, okay, it's not spooky, but Among Us, when you're having to try and murder people or you're trying to figure out who's murdering people, that can get a little stressful. Especially when you have people who are related to each other yelling at each other in the party.
Oh yeah, like nobody's.
No, I don't.
Can't imagine who that is.
Unfamiliar. Unfamiliar with the scenario. I don't know.
Okay, so I think clearly, I thought this was going to be a shorter episode, but I believe we're going to have to get into these mouse and keyboard deals, or else we're going to be here all night. Spooky horror games. Apparently, we could talk about them a lot, and I don't even really play them.
I've got even more stuff I was going to say. To be honest,
well, you know what?
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We can say it to each other after the show. We'll just keep talking.
Because I've got some stuff for you guys. First, I want to hit you with some news about AMD, their next generation. Just 5 facts of what's confirmed. It will be launching sometime in 2022, likely the second half. It's going to be the AM5. So currently we're on AM4. We'll be going to AM5. Second tidbit, it's going to support DDR5. Now, DDR5 is out now, and if you're with Intel, with their Alder Lake CPUs, you can already use DDR5, but some say it might not really be optimized just yet. So maybe this is a better play on AMD's part, waiting a little later. That way they can test the water, see what needs to be fixed with DDR5, and then it'll just be better, like it always is.
It's amazing that we're at 5. Remember when it was 3 and everyone loved it.
Yep. Sorry, Avery. What was it? Another.
Thirdly, it's going to support PCIe 5. For those of you who don't know, currently PCIe 4 is the highest. When PCIe 5 comes out, we're talking double the bandwidth of PCIe 4.
Oh, that's a jump.
That's insane.
That's like medication increases at the doctor. They're like, you know what? Let's just double it.
Up my nose.
Just double.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there are manufacturers and everything that are already working on PCIe 5 SSDs. So you'll be able to literally go into games. And have you ever experienced pop-in where you look at something and it kind of just like slowly comes in and actually forms?
Yep.
With this bandwidth and these SSDs, it's going to be instantaneous almost. It's going to be insane. You're going to be able to see a mile away.
Nice.
Amazing.
I don't know if that's like an actual fact, but that's where we're headed.
I mean,
that's where we're headed.
Us hype,
that you can pull up say you're like playing a new war zone, and there's like a guy 5 miles away, and you've got a scope that can see that. You will see that. I don't know. I'm just so excited.
That's
amazing.
Pretty intense. Yeah.
Fourth fact:
That's cool.
it was rumored, but it is confirmed now. It will support the AM4 coolers, so you can upgrade your board and everything, but you don't have to upgrade your cooler.
Nice.
That's really awesome. Lastly, number 5, AM4 sockets aren't going to be gone. There's a technology called V-Cache Enhanced, and essentially, instead of going outward with the chip, they're going upward.
Okay.
So they're going to put some cache on top of the current dies and everything, and that's going to be with AM4 primarily, and it'll eventually go to AM5. But right now,
that's going to change the way they lay out some things, because sometimes it can get pretty tight, and that's going to affect some of their clearance
Thermals,
there.
yeah, and clearance,
Yeah.
So that's the stuff about
The
AMD
news,
that I've got for you.
awesome. And
Very
you
nice.
had a couple deals, right? Not to,
I do,
I'm not trying to hurry you along, but at the
Yeah,
same
absolutely.
time,
yeah.
actually, we
So-
did start late, so we've only been live for like 54 minutes. We're not even
That's
at
true.
our hour.
Yeah,
Got some leeway.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull up these deals for you.
Yes, we're getting fancy today. He's going to show us where the deals are and where you can
Gonna show
save
you-
a ton of cash right here on the
A ton
DoubleXP
of cash.
podcast.
You heard
You
it
can
here.
catch everything, all the sales, all the things that you need as a gamer.
That's right.
Sorry,
First off,
Tyler,
this is
you
going to be an
gotta
intro
disappear.
gaming PC.
It's okay.
This one is,
Nice.
maybe you want some RGBs, in your life. You want
I
a
do.
clear side case.
Yeah.
And this you don't have to build. Literally, you buy it, they ship it to you, and it's ready to go. Cool thing, this will game. One of the hardest parts right now is getting a graphics card. You will be able to get at least a 4 gig graphics card with this. It's Ryzen 3 3100, so it's a decent start, and you can always upgrade later. And that's one of the great things about PC.
I will give
that
you
you can look
PC
forward to.
owners that you can upgrade. And we're,
Yeah.
stuck with whatever we're given.
Yeah, this is on
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. You can get it for $899.99. Next up, we have on
Not usual.
Newegg, we have a Dell gaming PC. Obviously, it's not as pretty. It's just going to be, your basic connections and everything.
That's kind of small. Is that like one of the shorter towers?
Yeah, this is going to be like a mini form factor.
That's not. I didn't listen. I remember back in my day, minis couldn't do stuff like this. I didn't know they had mini gaming computers. God,
Yeah.
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, cool thing about this is it's going to have a 1 terabyte hard drive and a 512 NVMe. So that's going to get you those fast boot times.
Okay,
It's got the AMD RX 550. That is another 4 gig card. It's AMD's version pretty much of the 1650. So you're going to be a similar package, but it's going to be smaller and cheaper, $529.99. This
Will,
too can be upgraded, but you're not going to be able to get full size cards. So
Will brings up a fair point, and especially in terms of things like this, airflow with a lot of these, and in terms of like mini things and not having those huge fans. Is there any suggestions that you would have for anybody who's having issues with stuff like that? Do you have any? I don't know. I know they make like different external fans and stuff like that. The internal ones don't work, but do you know of any that work really well?
no, really, if you're having issues with that, one option is just spend $50 and buy a new case and just throw this in there. Literally.
Well, there you go.
There's your option. Or you could just, jerry rig it. Take the side off, point a fan at it.
Right.
That sounds kind of like a Jeremy rig it rather than a
That's a
Jerry rig
Jeremy
it.
rig.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's-
I like it.
How I feel that my computer has been put together now. It's got a lot of stuff that's not where it's supposed to be, and it's just kind of laying in the case. Whatever. It's fine. It works. Stuff
Yeah.
works.
For those of you who don't know, I put her computer together.
Well, it wasn't that condition before you got to it, but you just made it even better.
I made it
You
more
used
Jeremy.
more zip ties. No, you didn't use any zip ties.
I didn't
That's
use
right. I
any
think we
zip ties.
lost screws when you were there. We were already missing some, but I think we got one less. So
We dispersed the screws that we had as much as we could.
yeah. All right. What's this
last deal
one?
we have? Boom, desk. Let me tell you what. I just got a desk for free that was out in the rain and everything. It's too long, so I had to cut it down, and it's a big old hassle. This is $38. This is
Ooh.
down from $90.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite the sale.
This is a 55-inch desk.
Yikes.
Full
Good
dimensions.
size.
We've got
The little
50.
white little cross in the background. That's
Yeah.
how mine's set up. That's really stable,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
even for
uh-huh.
Walmart desks. I smack it and the whole thing falls
Yeah.
apart.
This
Like
is
my
another,
monitor that I broke earlier this week
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
fell over for no reason other than I got tangled up in my own cords. But we won't talk about that.
Nah.
No. But yeah, this is another new egg deal. And this actually comes with the Black Friday price protection. And essentially what that is if you, from the 14th to the 21st of November, if this price goes any lower, say you buy this right now, $38, and they eventually sell it for $20, they will automatically refund you the difference.
That's
Automatically.
All right, that's
That's
nice.
Pretty cool of them.
Yeah.
Guys, you jump on that.
Definitely.
Yes,
Oh my
go for
goodness
it.
That's a great
gracious.
deal. Mm-hmm.
Yes. All
And
right.
those are
Well,
those are going to be our deals.
thank you for that.
Thank you.
Great. Listen, we've upgraded our PC department here with old Laughing Hat
Oh yeah.
and his amazing deals.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to get you to help me build a computer, but it'll happen eventually. Someday, eventually.
One of these days.
One of these.
Yeah.
things.
All right, guys. We still have a quick nostalgia nook and, of course, our pun and, quick music recommendations and all that. So we are going to take our last commercial break. You just had the one trivia, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So when we come back, we'll get all that amazing stuff wrapped up and we'll let y'all go. Thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. It's, as always, been a lot of fun. A little heavy at parts, but a lot of fun, on this Wednesday before Halloween. So, all right. This is DoubleXP Podcast. Stick around. We will be right back.
No one pulls up like we do. No one does us like we do. Always go hard with this crew. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's not to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go.
All right, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Those first two Ads were for our partners, Gamerware and Rep Sports or Raise Energy. And be sure and check out a little fancy banner. Let me get this little fancy banner up. We've got code DoubleXP for 10% off of Gamerware's site and code Pinfall or GGN10 for 15% off of Rep Sports website. So check them out. And then, of course, our our show times, which happens to start with Sports Report, and I just said all these sports things. They're on the bottom of the screen, and those were. What were they? What did we just watch? The Sports Report, really good, and Geek Gauntlet. Which Geek Gauntlet, you can check that out on Twitch on Saturdays at 10 Eastern on William Morgan Media specifically.
William Morgan, who's that?
Who is that? We don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't.
All right.
Isn't he
So
that dude?
that one guy. That
If you will.
if you will. All right. So Nostalgia Nook. Yes, let's move on with that. Everyone's got their drinks. Let's go.
There's nothing in my cup.
Yes.
Not a damn thing.
You need to
Spooky
nail the
skull cup,
vein.
for those that care.
Thank you for doing that. Actually, I do care. And spooky coffee, scream, and sugar.
Turtles.
My favorite. I prefer my puns intended.
Wow,
I
very.
feel like you should be
in-character.
standing out on a porch, like smoking a cigar, staring out into the woods, smoking. I can't talk, drinking your coffee out of the. I prefer my puns intended.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
start in with
Someday.
our mysterious riddle. Let's guess this game.
Cool. All right. This one's also going to make us feel old, much like last week. So, the cold depths of outer space are already lonely and scary, and even more so when everyone around you is dead. Armed with only your literal tool, you will battle a host of
Dead Space.
grotesque.
Dead Space.
Yeah.
Do this. How do these things get brought up and
I
just riddled enough? It happens all the time.
I don't know, guys. But
That's amazing.
why isn't it loading?
Oh, yeah. Let me remove it and refresh your page there.
Sure.
I've never even played Dead Space, but I've seen it advertised. I've seen it played around me. Like, I swear I could probably play it with my eyes closed if I wanted to. Just
You
for
need to
that.
play
I
it. It's
played it
really
a-
good.
It
There we
is
go.
good.
Much better.
It's good.
All right, I want to finish my riddle real quick though. Armed with only your literal tool, you will battle a host of grotesque ghouls on your journey to safety. Ash from The Evil Dead would be very pleased with your methods of dispatching these gruesome foes because you gotta shoot their limbs off, you know. And in
Right.
an
know.
Evil Dead, it was like bodily dismemberment is the way to kill the demons.
He
I don't know.
recently watched it and enjoyed it a lot.
I
The
did
Evil-
actually.
They
It's
are
pretty rough, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. But yeah, Dead Space came out in 2008. 2008 is when this game released. I am 27 years old, and I was in 8th grade when this game came out. That qualifies for nostalgia, if you ask me.
I'm 31. I was 18 when that game came out.
Yeah,
Oh, help.
yeah.
Help.
Yep. So
That's
yeah,
pretty
there you
rough.
have it.
I didn't even start in
Yeah.
high school. Ugh.
You're right. I did enjoy playing that game. I think it's a good one for people who aren't big fans of scary games to try to, it's a middle ground. It's not Resident Evil 4, but you do have to defend yourself. But it's a little bit, I don't know. Maybe it's more satisfying.
I really like the upgrade, like how you can upgrade your stuff all throughout.
That true. You don't feel as helpless in that game. Like,
Yeah.
these monsters are big and bad, but the goal is to, get better and batter yourself. So
There's a thing, if you're on PC and you play through the campaign and only use the starting tool, after you've beaten it, on like the hardest difficulty or something, the next time you play it, you can get a gun. It's a special, it's like literally that, and it's like a one shot.
like the
It's
grasshopper
like pew, pew,
from
pew. Yeah.
Wow.
Men
Cool.
in Black. I think I remember
That's
hearing
the noisy
about that, but I
cricket.
didn't. Noisy cricket. That's it.
Yeah. I learned about that from Jerry. From
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jerry?
It
yeah.
just sneaks in
Oh, okay.
sometimes. You never expect it. you never would look at him and think this guy knows some stuff about music and video games, but he does.
We're talking about Goodson's Jerry?
Yeah.
Jerry. Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's
awesome.
such a just a quiet person.
Oh, he made some kick-ass. They were like wood. He did the wood with the Witcher symbols.
Hey, listen.
That was cool.
That's nostalgic for you a lot, then.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right.
Wow.
All right. So, pun. Where are we at? Okay,
Mhm.
we're getting close to our. We're doing good. We can't make it at an hour. It's impossible. But we seem to make it about an hour 10. So
We're just too fun.
we're too
We
much
are.
We
fun.
have too much fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
we
God,
are
did
the
you guys
party.
love us? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone's favorite time of the week. You wouldn't have thought that I so lovingly had made that transition, considering
Right.
that's-
It's. I know you put so
It's-
much. That's why I love it so much. Is you put that aside to give me the best in that, and
It's
I love it.
It's
You know what?
It's
Thank
so
you
good.
for acknowledging my sacrifice because it was hard. It was hard. Okay, no,
I
I'm
know,
kidding.
I know.
I'm kidding. All right.
Okay, so this one is kind of not exactly spooky themed, but kind of. All right, a scarecrow says, "This job isn't for everyone, but hey, it's in my genes."
Damn it.
I mean, I laughed.
I
Cute.
did too.
Cute.
Jeremy, come on now. Just a
She just
small.
every once in a while, I just can't help but laugh.
Just a small
Somebody
one.
left. One of the viewers. As soon as you said that joke, the view count dropped by one.
Seriously?
I
Hey,
did.
the
You'd be
numbers
so
don't
proud
lie.
of yourself. That is, you deserve a round of applause for that. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you.
Yeah, you
That's when
disgusted
you know that
someone.
you-
You
Yeah.
did. You
Yeah.
did.
I'm so glad that happened.
Thank you, Will.
That's
Thank
all
you for
that she
sticking
lives.
around.
That's all that she loves to have in life.
Listen,
is that she can just
God
discuss
gave me
people.
one gift, and I am going to abuse it, and you all are going to take it. So,
That's what you
Well,
said.
that's getting. Yeah, that's that. Listen, we need to save that for DoubleXP.
after, yeah. Oh, Edge.
I love it. I love it. We should do that soon.
All right. We need some music recommendations from everyone in the chat and from you guys.
All right.
Give us some songs. Share the wealth of music. And while that's running, I'm going to go ahead for anyone that wonders and run the resources on bottom of the screen. So yes.
So, last week on Drop the Mic, me and Josh were talking about remixes and covers, and there's actually a remix that I have loved for forever ever. So it's a song "Adrenaline" by Gavin Rossdale. I know some of you have probably heard it. Well, there is a remix that was done for the movie XXX. Vin Diesel, come on, guys. And it was the Tweaker remix of "Adrenaline" by Gavin Rossdale. Really awesome remix of that song. I love it. Groovy,
I
groovy.
didn't really realize that was a remix.
Mhm.
I mean,
The original is much slower. Who's
That was
chair
a chair.
farted?
That-
I was
okay.
about to say whose chair farted in the middle of my
guy.
song rec.
Look at this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
that is my song recommendation. Go on,
Cool.
guys. I
Right,
got,
guys.
yeah.
Cool. Mine is Galamir Land from Medieval on PS1. Halloween
These-
theme.
The names of these songs, man, I love it.
Good.
I'm gonna hit you right in your emo. Monsoon by Tokyo Hotel.
Ouch!
Oh, Tokyo Hotel. Look here.
Ouch.
Ooh, we are
That
emo
is-
tonight. Wow.
That
All right.
takes me right back to high school. Hardcore.
So that
Jeez.
is Germ. Now, I didn't think about this ahead of time. What is a good? Don't ask me why this was the first thing that popped into my head when I said, "What's a good spooky song?" "Tiptoe Through the Tulips" by Tiny Tim. That's not a spooky song at all. I don't know why I thought of that. But I guess that voice deep down, there's some subconscious part of me that's really freaked out.
I was waiting for somebody
you're-
to say this is Halloween. Like I've been waiting for that one to come around,
I
but
know. I guess it's because it's too obvious, right? Did I say that last one? What did I do last? No, I did Feel Good. Well, This is Halloween's Manson's version, right?
Yes.
It's good. The movie one is good, of course, but Manson's version's fantastic. But yeah, I'm sticking with Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
I am pretty sure that is actually featured in Insidious, the horror movie. I think that's on the soundtrack, actually. So, accidental good pick there, Kay. Yeah,
Nice.
I am pretty sure.
If you want something spooky, I'm going to say pretty much anything from ICP.
Yeah.
Hey.
Was it? I think the two that I have on my phone is what My
think
Axe
it's
or
like
whatever that's
My
called.
Axe,
Yeah,
And-
my axe.
If that's the only one I have now. Yeah. No, the other one, the actual spooky one. Oh, what's that one called? Because we were adding it to the spooky playlist, Tyler, because they talk about like they got like the wolf howling and everything like that. And
Oh,
and like they took out all the different noises. We were just in the dark. In the dark, you can.
I think it's called The Darkness, right?
It's just the darkness.
The darkness.
A Little Piece of Heaven's another spooky.
Oh my
That's
god,
a
that's
good
a
one.
fantastic one.
That is a great one. I did just look it up, by the way.
Great video.
That Tiptoe
Mhm.
Through the Tulips is, in fact, in Insidious. So,
Wow.
great job there.
Yeah.
What was the song? Werewolves of London. There we go.
Werewolves of
Yeah.
London.
There
Ow.
we go.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. More.
Oh,
right.
Du Riest So Gut by Rammstein. Yeah, that's a creepy one too.
You smell so good. Or, yeah, I don't think it's you taste. I think it's you smell.
Yeah, something like that.
It's either smell or taste. Either way is creepy. Right? It's
Will, the reason why I don't put my
yeah.
puns on TikTok is because that's a rabbit hole I know I will never come out of if I start doing TikTok. So maybe someday, but I don't know.
Hey, you'll get all that TikTok money.
But there's already so many pun TikTokers out there, though. Like I watch a few
Are there?
myself. So
Interesting.
There's
I
so
will
much
say.
everything out there of social media. If you thought of it, somebody else did and is already famous for it.
you know,
It's like the
Good
rule
point.
of porn, but now it's just like influence.
It's like Rule 34, but with just entertainment in general. Yeah.
Right. We're under the influence all the time now. But okay, so everyone, thank you for sticking out. And we missed our 10-minute mark by quite a bit, but that's all right. This is a special occasion. I wish I had more spooky background set up. There was once a time when we celebrated holidays on the show more, but now, life, Rona stuff, things happen.
I thought about dressing up, but I didn't want to be the only one dressed up when we got on here because I knew that was going to happen. And then
You should have said something. We could have coordinated. Everyone could have dressed
Listen,
up.
it was
I've
like the
got
last. It was
Some
like
spooky stuff.
right before we got
My-
started. I was like,
My costume's literally right behind me,
It's
as
like
is Kay's. As is
Untouched.
Kay's.
No, I'm
yeah,
not.
I could step 2 feet away and put mine on. Like
I've
for
got
real.
Man.
something
right
in the
now.
closet
This is
ready.
what the bonus for everyone staying late, right?
This is the
Everyone
post-credit scene.
changing
We're gonna
right
do
off
that.
the side of the camera. You show just like the leg, right? So it's we don't get taken off of Facebook, but yeah, the leg. Okay, all right, guys. Have a wonderful Halloween, every one of you. We've had so much fun tonight. This has really been great. Tell your friends that you had a lot of fun too.
And invite them
Tell all of them.
to our group so that we get more people. Invite them to watch the show. Yeah.
That would be fantastic. And if
I'll bet
do
you
that,
can't.
send us pictures.
Please.
Hey,
do.
Will,
That's
guess what I'm going as? Carrie Potter.
Did you change your mind? I thought you were doing the dragon.
I can do both. I was going to do Carrie Potter tonight, but I could do both. Like I can do one and I can also do, I could do both.
There we go.
I could show up as Carrie
Dragon.
Potter and then go into the bathroom and come out a dragon. Like I
Okay,
could do that.
All right. Well, everyone have fantastic celebrations. Be safe and, practice your social distancing and all that whatnot.
Please do.
We are going to be bringing around. I think we've got a few topics lined out for you guys the next couple episodes. So look forward to that. We got some things planned. And as always, make sure that you have a lot of fun and that all of your experiences and all the things that you do are worth double XP. And, we love you guys. Does anyone have anything to
We
add?
do. We do love you guys. And yeah, visit next week for some post-Halloween stuff. I don't know. We'll come up with something.
So, oh yeah, we always got something for you.
Yeah,
It's got
yeah.
something up our sleeves.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were gonna say butts, but okay.
I didn't want to, but all I got
Whoa.
up there is a couple stale farts. So that's
Stay
I'll
wait,
be
there's stay a while there. On that note, you guys have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week for episode 12 of season 2. Y'all have a great evening.
Good night, guys.